All right. It's good to be here in San Diego, sunny San Diego, and you guys could clap and shout and stuff like that. I want to make it lively because this is gonna be sent to the press too. So it's good to be here in San Diego once again. I'm glad to be here with some of our local leaders of the People's Alliance for Justice. I'm glad to be here with supporting Brother Tony Abuka. The brother of Alfred Alongo is here. Let's give him a big hand. And we're also joined by Brother Raymond Wiley, who's also here. And we're here because in 2016, Alfred Alongo was killed unjustly in El Cajon. And what happened to Alfred Alongo was wrong in every way. Because what happened was officers gathered around another unarmed African American man and bum rushed him and killed him, even though they received a 5150 call and they could have sustained his life. Now, just over 3 years later, we have a bill in the state of California, AB 392, which will address excessive use of force around not just the police shootings, but police misconduct situations like what happened to Raymond Wiley in 2017. A man who was doing his morning walk in Southeast San Diego, the community I grew up in, walking down Imperial Avenue when a police officer pulled up to Mr. Wiley and took his walking stick and took his key and said that he had a leaded cane and a shaved key and took him to jail on $20,000 bail. Now later on we found out that the key was his car key and the cane was a walking stick that elders use all the time in our communities to do their morning walk because of dogs. But instead, they harassed this man, an elder in our community. And so the reason why we are here is because we have heard that the San Diego County Board of Supervisors is getting ready to vote next Tuesday on whether they will support AB 392, and today we're here to say, supervisors of San Diego, make the right choice and vote yes in support of 392. For far too long, we have seen how San Diego has dealt with the issue of police misconduct. I just got down from Sacramento, where Stephon Clark was killed. 8 times he was shot in his back. And Stephon Clark was killed because of force, excessive use of force. Why do you need to shoot someone 8 times in their back? Why do you need to shoot somebody 5 times in their torso, like they killed Alfred Alongo for having a vape cigarette? Why do you need to pull an unarmed elder over in our community and take him to jail on $20,000 bail and couldn't even get his medicine overnight? Why do you need to kill Jonathan Cornell and overkill him with 17 shots? Enough is enough, and it's time for justice for our communities. So today, we come to the County Board of Supervisors to say that you tried to sneak and have a vote next Tuesday without the public's involvement. We come to say we are going to flood the San Diego County Board of Supervisors on Monday and Tuesday so that justice will prevail. We will have a rally starting Monday right here at the County Administration Building. We will bring several people and rally to call for change in San Diego County and call for the Board of Supervisors to endorse and support AB 392. We will have all 5 families that I have worked with over the years, the People's Alliance, as well as Council on American Islamic Relations and other groups who are going to join us. We will rally with all 5 of those families: Jonathan Cornell, Alfred Alongo, Sergio Wick, Raymond Wiley, and others. Because enough is enough, and it's time for change in this county. So the supervisors are going to vote next Tuesday about whether they will support AB 392. We come to say, Supervisor Gaspar, you need to vote in support. Supervisor Fletcher, you need to vote in support. Supervisor Gray Cox, you need to support. Supervisor Desmond, you need to support. If the county supervisors do not support this reasonable excessive force legislation, we are going to vote you out of office. We're going to organize and we're going to vote you out, because if you represent the people's interest, then you should represent the people's interest with your vote. And that means to support reasonable legislation. AB 392 would finally define where excessive force is necessary and where it's not. It will finally define for the police and for the community where use of force is defined and where it is not. So, why would law enforcement try to lobby against this with a broke down Senate Bill 230 that was created only to make life difficult and to go against AB 392? The reason why Senate Bill 230 was created and the reason why it's not going to go through and it's been watered down is because the bill was created only to target the change that Dr. Shirley Weber was pushing for. But we come to say today that there is no more Senate Bill 230 because it was watered down and put into the lake of AB 392. And we will not stand down. We will not disappear. That's why I'm here today, because our commitment never changed to the families. Our commitment never changed to the community. We want legislation and policy that addresses this issue of police misconduct in San Diego and in California. So, you're now going to hear from Alfred Alongo's brother, Tony Abuka, who's the brother of Alfred Alongo. He's the president of the Alfred Alongo Foundation. And then Raymond Wiley will speak what he experienced in Southeast San Diego. But we come to say that next week, Monday and Tuesday, we're going to pack the county administration building out. They ain't never seen no action like we're going to bring next week around police shootings and around police misconduct. And that's why this piece of legislation is so important. If you're too cowardly to support this legislation, then you better not show up next Tuesday, because we're going to pack it out and put a lot of pressure on you that you have not seen. It's time for change in these issues. Let's welcome at this time Tony Abuka, the brother of Alfred Alongo.
Hello again today. My name is Tony Abuka, Tony Abuka, the president of the Alfred Alongo Foundation. We are here in full support of the bill AB 392 that Dr. Shirley Weber has put forth. This is a very important issue that the light needs to be shined on. Currently, there's been a lot of different issues that have taken place in the communities throughout America. A lot of lives have been taken in issues that did not need to take place. Excessive force being used and lives being lost is an extremely hard issue to take on. Understanding that AB 392 opposes that and it shines light on a dark place is something that we need to support in full. My brother Alfred Olango was killed September 27th, 2016. He was committing no crime. He was approached by two officers, one by the name of Richard Gonzalez. This officer took it upon himself to corner and fire multiple shots at my brother Alfred Olango, resulting in his death. Again, back in 2016. There was an uproar of anger since that situation, since that event took place. And there have been a lot of other families as well that have gone through the same issues. AB 392 can help to prevent or help officers actually understand what is taking place and actually take a second thought when they approach to analyze a situation. Not every situation needs a gun or a taser involved. My sister placed a call, 3 calls in a time span of an hour to the El Cajon Police Department back in 2016. They said that it wasn't important. It wasn't at the top for them to approach the situation and come take care of it. My brother was going through an emotional breakdown at the time. His best friend had committed suicide a week prior. He needed somebody to talk to. My sister is a nurse. She also works at a facility where she takes care of individuals who are going through mental breakdowns and going through actual mental illnesses. My brother had no prior history of any mental illnesses, but he did have multiple people who are very close to him just lose their life in that past year. It was something that added up and built up on him. It was a large weight on his shoulders. At that point in time, he needed somebody to speak to him, to de-escalate the situation. Again, unarmed, with no weapons, the officers approached him, cornered him, and simultaneously tased and gunned him down in the result of him losing his life. I'm here in representation of the Alfred Olango Foundation and my family, the family of Alfred Olango. We are in full support of the bill AB 392, again, that Dr. Shirley Weber put forth. We would like to attest that we are in full support again, and we are definitely going to be pushing to make sure that Tuesday morning they make the correct decision in order to support this. With the help of the People's Alliance, Reverend Shane Harris, and all other community leaders, we would like to stay connected in order to push this forth. And again, I would like to say thank you.
Thank you, Brother Tony Abuka. And then, now we're going to hear from Brother Raymond Wiley, who was profiled in 2017 as an elder in the community for his morning walk. Grandpa can't even do his morning walk without being profiled. So he's going to say a few words.
Hi, I'm Raymond Wiley. I just have a few things to say. I really believe in what we're doing here, and I believe that the police officer, the chief, I believe that the police officer, the chief, and everyone should realize that some of their officers are not so great. They stopped me when I was 66, just trying to get and stay healthy from a walk. And they need to realize that it's things they need to do. That's what I need to say.
So I'll take questions. I'll take questions at this time, if there's any questions. I do want to say that next Monday at, what time should we have it on? In the morning? Should we try to get everybody together for a big morning rally? Monday morning from 11 to 1 p.m. We are convening a rally here at the San Diego County Administration Building. We already have organizations getting on board. The Alfred Olango Foundation, Council on American Islamic Relations, and others. We're going to organize and get everybody down here from 11 to 1 p.m. because it's important that we not only show up Tuesday in number, but that we show up the day before to turn out in strong numbers to make our voice heard regarding AB 392 and what the county is getting ready to do. Make no mistake about it. This vote is critical to us in the civil rights community because this vote is going to define how San Diego County, the third largest city in the state of California, or second largest city, is going to decide how important use of force legislation is. So therefore, if we don't get a supportive vote around use of force legislation on Tuesday, then it brings real concerns going into the end of April and the beginning of May, when this will be decided on how use of force is going to be voted in the Assembly and the Senate in California. So this vote is critical for us. And so we're saying that the supervisors of San Diego County need to be held accountable and need to be put on record. We need to start taking attendance for our communities again and stop letting these pass-by politicians that are pacified by their own interest get by and keep getting our vote. We need to let them know that if they do not support AB 392, that they will be voted out and our interests will be met. And that's why we're going to rally here Monday. So Monday, we're going to rally right here at the county administration building. We're going to bring over 100 people because we want to make a point that this must be done on Tuesday. This legislation that's going to go forth has to be supported by the San Diego County Board of Supervisors, especially because San Diego County has been responsible for so many police shootings, and egregious ones at that, that it's not even funny. So something must be done, and that's why we're here today. Thank you all who came out. Thanks to the press who came out, and we wanted to make sure to put this on record ahead of time. They tried to hide this vote happening next Tuesday. Now the cat is out the bag. Now we're gonna take the bag and we're gonna pack the bag up and bring them right here Monday and then Tuesday. So you can expect big numbers. Monday and Tuesday we're gonna turn out, rally on Monday, speak to the board on Tuesday. So thank you.